Hello my spooky friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lisa, and in today's sad little video, I'm just gonna do a little Halloween PS. It's so sad. Today is November the 6th, and I sort of feel like I am starting to recover, even just a little bit, from the insanity that was October. So yesterday Katrina came, and as you can see, we took down the giant skeleton. The box that he came in has finally given up the ghost, so to speak, and we're gonna have to figure out a new way to store him. So Katrina's looking for bins. I'm gonna look at some of those they're Christmas tree bags. They're like duffel bags, but with Christmas tree, like you're supposed to put a tree in. And it's all over the internet that apparently they are a great length for all of his giant bones and his giant hands and everything. So yeah, it is actually not too bad here today. It's obviously, as you can tell, it's quite doomy and gloomy, just how I love autumn. And the trees are almost finished, but I love it because it's a little bit rainy, it's a little bit misty, it's quite, like I said, quite gloomy, but it's actually a little bit warm. I just have this old sweater on. Anyhow, so we took almost everything down last night. This is one of the old witches' huts. It is going to be retiring at the garbage dump. We've decided that it's not going to be of any use now that we have the fortune teller. And hey, I'm trying to make a video. Guys. Okay. Hey. So anyhow, last night we got so there's the one coffin that was standing up that had the spooky guy in it. There's the other coffin that was lying down right at the front of the house. And then the tree is wrapped up in its tarp. And everybody's tucked away now for the next 10 months. And I've got everything off the porch. The canopy needs to come down hopefully tomorrow, before we might get a tiny little bit of snow on the weekend. And let's go look at the front. It's so sad at the front. Oh, it looks so empty. Now, by the time Katrina left last night, it was too dark for us to get up into there to take the skeletons down. So I secretly love the fact that the skeletons are still up there, and the big giant skeleton is here on the window. But yeah, look. Wah, wah, wah. It's so empty. I miss my fence. I loved having that fence, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so I don't know. What are you gonna do, right? All good things come to an end, and that includes all the decorations off of the front lawn and the beautiful fence that Katrina built. There's still some pumpkins across the street. Everybody else, of course, has their stuff away. They have a lot of leaves. That's a ton of leaves to pick up, whether it's raking or using the leaf sucker-upper thing. It's not pretty. Okay, come on, I'll show you downstairs. Okay, sorry, I just realized my washing machine is going, so hopefully it's not going to be too loud. The number one question I get is, where do you put everything? And that really is the million-dollar question. So there's the scarecrow. Of course, witchy poo. There's the giant jack-o'-lantern, the top of the clock, the skull. This is the giant skeleton's head. His eyes don't work, so I want to keep him here because I would really like to spend some time in the summer giving him some new eyes. Here we have the hissing booth, tucked way back in where our fuse panel is. That's where the other trees go that I made out of the Christmas trees. So they're tuckly. That's a new word. That's a combination of nicely and tucked. They're tuckly away. for the season. Okay, and last but not least, we have the witch here that was on the front porch. And then here, there's tombstones and stuff all tucked up in there. Those are cords and lights there. That's room for, I'm not sure yet exactly what. And then the ghosts that we didn't use are hanging there. All the skeletons that were just outside, that we saw left outside, I use bungee cords to put them together, and I have these hook things up here, and they hang there. Here is the bottom part of the clock, which is going to sit nicely there. The witch's hut came apart. I was going to keep it together, but then I decided no, that was way too much of a pain in the butt ski. So I took it all apart. Her curtains are hanging in this old wardrobe here. And then we have bins of odds and sods that go here. Excuse me. And that's pretty much it. So what's going to happen is once I get the few things that are left in these bins, the hissing booth is going to sit here. The giant jack-o'-lantern that is full of, I think I put skulls and pumpkins from Bob's. That's essentially going to get, oops, the cat's going to get moved. That thankfully sits nicely in there. And then I just sort of put the cat on top. So everything is really piled up, but it works. It works, it works. So my friends, that is the answer to where does everything go. Now there's another little room in there, which obviously I can't get to. He's gonna get hung up in there, and that's where the witch is with her tall pointy hat. She winters, or summers rather. I guess winter and summer, she goes in there. So I don't know if I have the energy or the mental capacity to put this all away today. I might leave it for tomorrow if I'm honest. But yeah, it all fits, but this is the thing now, like if I decide that I want something new for next year, something's got to go to make room for something new. So that's sort of my rule for myself now, when it comes to new decorations, right? So my lovely friends, I'm going to leave it there, or should I say my spooky friends. Thank you so much for all your support, your kind words over the October Halloween spooky season. I had a great time sharing everything with you. I had a great time making everything with you. And I'm really looking forward now to moving into dark spooky winter, dark gothic winter, and to see what we can do with that. So take care everybody, and I will be back before you know it. Stay spooky, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.